Is actually get the croc into the right position. There's a couple of things that we don't want to happen here. One is that the crocodile jumps up and comes down and actually hits the wall. Another is that the crocodile will jump, and maybe Goliath may land on top of Matilda or vice versa. We want to try to avoid that at all costs. So Lou's just trying to position the crocodile. You can see a little fake jump there just to get Goliath going, just to give Chris an idea of what to expect. When you stand up here looking down at the crocodile like that, it is a completely different aspect, guys. It is quite scary. So I would imagine Chris's heart rate's gone up just a little bit now.
I imagine it hasn't.
So it's just teasing Goliath, letting him know that the food's there and just waiting for him to get comfortable. As you can see, Matilda's decided to move away, heading back to her nest. As Lou said, she's gravid at the moment, building that nest, so she will be a little bit more interested in the nest than she is with the feed at the moment. Now what Lou was doing there, where she was banging on the side of the jetty here, crocodiles do react very well to vibration. They feel it excellently. It's an extra little sense that they have which we don't have, which works very well. So we're just waiting for Goliath to get a little bit hungry, let him know that this one is a real one.
I wonder who's teasing who.
Goliath, because he is so big, being around 5 metres and 700 or 800 kilos, it does take a lot of energy for this guy to get out of the water. So he's going to check out where the food is and really make sure that he's going to get a good grab on that before he launches himself up. To use such a lot of energy to grab some food and then to not actually get that food can be a bit disappointing for a crocodile. They need to hold on to as much energy as they possibly can. So Goliath there is just getting ready, and there we go. That was the perfect feed. Quite often you'll see the guest lose the pole to the crocodile, but Chris didn't do that today, so he's done very well. We do take up to 5 people a day for this feed, guys, so if you are interested at all, feel free to go and book on. Now, guys, when you have...
Sorry about that, Rowan. Chris, I don't know whether Rowan caught up with you about the poll. Mate, if
You've got to go in.
No, you got to go in and get it. So I hope you got your smugglers on there, mate. Yep, he does. So hang around a little bit later on. Chris is going to go swimming. Not really. But don't worry about that. That's pretty good. That's pretty standard. That generally happens. Good thing it's you and not me, because I'm the professional, and don't worry, it happens to me. As a matter of fact, Goliath, one feed I was doing with him, he actually took my watch. So that was interesting. He sat on it for 2 hours. Chris, we've only got 2 poles left. Here we go again. Now we can see, folks, I'll just get you to stop for a minute, Chris. What we can see, you need to pull that off away from the guys. As Rowan said, Matilda has wandered off over to the other side, so she's obviously not interested in feeding today. As Rowan mentioned, she is gravid, so she probably doesn't feel like jumping either. So a little bit later on, what we'll actually do is this... Yeah, so what I'll actually do is, this will be the last piece we're going to feed out to Goliath. A little bit later, I'll come back and I'll actually throw Matilda a piece of meat as well, because she doesn't want to jump for the food. So, if you haven't got photos of Goliath coming out of the water, get ready, because this is the last piece. And as Rowan mentioned, if you guys want to do this, you just need to pop into the shop, book it in, and if you're thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute, it means I've got to pay the full amount to come back into Dreamworld. You don't. You can exit out the marketplace today, and it's either a $10 or $15 upgrade, which brings you back into Dreamworld. You've got 14 days to do it. So it's well worth doing as well. All right, no more for me. I'll pass you back to Rowan.
So we've got the last piece, guys. Get those cameras ready for that last little shot of Goliath coming out of the water. Hopefully this last one will be a good one, and we might even hold on to this pole. As you can see, there's a couple of poles in the water, guys. We do lose them quite regularly, but we send in our reptile keeper to go and get them out a little bit later. He's going to have a lot of work to do when he comes back then. The reason Chris lets go of that pole so quickly when the croc grabs it, guys, is because you are not going to win a tug of war with Goliath. Chris has done very well, guys. Give him a round of